Dark brown is the river, golden is the sand. It flows along forever, with trees on either hand. Wrote Robert Louis Stevenson. His poem may have been inspired by the Pajaro River, for he visited Central California at the end of the 19th century. The blue shape on this map of California shows the extent of the space occupied by the Pajaro River watershed. The Pajaro River does seem to flow along forever, its waters originating in the Diablo, Santa Ana, and Gabilan ranges and the Santa Cruz Mountains, its creeks and streams slipping from the hill canyons into the valley, flowing under Highway 101 past the cities of Morgan Hill, Gilroy, and Hollister, its tributaries coming together as the Pajaro surges through the Chittenden Gap. From the Gap, the Pajaro flows past the coastal towns of Pajaro and Watsonville and out to the river mouth where it empties into the Monterey Bay, a national marine sanctuary. By the time it enters the bay, this river will have traveled through 1,300 miles of watershed. It will bring water, sediment, and chemicals with it from many tributaries, such as the San Benito River, and creeks such as the Uvas, Santa Ana, Pacheco, and the Corralitos. It's a typical Central California coastal river, flowing freely and sometimes wildly in wet years, becoming dry in summer with only pools here and there to show its course. Few people are familiar with this immense river. 90% or more of it is on private land and largely inaccessible. It flows through agricultural, rangelands, and forests. Most people get only a glimpse of the river as they cross over it on a bridge. Urban communities have been built on its floodplains, and the river has been constrained in a narrow channel. The sands, golden in Stevenson's poem, have turned brown from the fine sediment that has been loosened from forestry, agriculture, and especially sand and gravel mining. Although most of the sand and gravel operations have been recently closed down, one remains. We join fluvial geomorphologist Dr. Robert Curry stuck in the sediment thigh-high, unable to extricate himself from the muck without help.
Every time I move, I go in deeper. Here's the mud that ends up flooding the lower Pajaro Valley, coming from the Hillsdale Quarry site in the middle of the San Benito River.